Zack Snyder understands the intricacies of storytelling, unlike any other Hollywood director. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. His ability to reach into the humane depths of established mythological figures and bring out the best and the worst of their nature is what makes for a compelling narrative, devoid of pretentious, predictable, and overdone adaptations. Despite what the rumors say about James Gunn's upcoming DCU, the fractured universe is still in need of a visionary thinker like Zack Snyder. In Zack Snyder's reimagined, grimdark, and debased world of DC, morally bankrupt superheroes play judge, jury, and executioner while running around delivering their own twisted brand of justice. In his incomplete 5-movie vision, Earth falls, the Justice League gets disbanded, and Batman enlists the Joker in a post-apocalyptic landscape to save the universe. While a bold idea on paper, Snyder proved himself capable of walking the talk by delivering an equally electrifying and visually sensational trilogy that turned garden variety fans into cult-like fanatics. Characters uncharted by DC were brought into the fold as Jon Stewart's Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter played a key role in the version of events leading up to the Justice League trilogy. While the DC Extended Universe was a failed endeavor, it still roused enough emotion and rage to push the entire world into rebelling against a Goliath studio. The splattering of ideas and character storylines that Snyder introduced in his grim-dark vision without ever getting the chance to build on them was a tragedy in and of itself. In DC's second coming, James Gunn and Warner Brothers now have a monumental opportunity on their hands to bring those ideas out of oblivion and finally establish an Elseworld project that can put an end to the superhero fatigue. The DCU is like the holy grail of the comic book world, both destructive and elusive at the same time. While some fans still mourn its loss, others seem to welcome the fact that Snyder's vision never reached fruition. Although controversial to the extreme, DCU still managed to rile the audience out of stagnancy and tell a story that divided an entire generation of fans. One of the elements in that story was the subtle influence of Martian Manhunter as the mysterious green alien pulled the threads of fate here and there and changed the course of events that shaped history within the world of DC. Played by Harry Lennox, the character was as poignant in his limited screen time as he was powerful and memorable. James Gunn's DC reboot, if done right, can bring back those superheroes from Snyder's unrealized vision and play into the storyline by furthering their character arcs. With DCU already exploring a true detective-style Lantern series, all that now remains is to pull the Martian Manhunter out of Warner Brothers' S-Vaults and develop a project helmed by Zack Snyder in his signature cinematic vision. The complexity that the project will bring to DC can heal its fractured universe and elevate the studio in the post-superhero fatigue era by delivering a compelling, emotionally heavy, sci-fi spectacle that is far beyond anything that the CBM world has done recently. Not only can Snyder's Martian Manhunter story bridge the gap between DC's hastily restructured timeline, but it will also prove to the fans that James Gunn's strategic vision can work wonders if placed in the right hands. Instead of centering the universe around familiar, marketable, and overused characters like Batman and Superman, WB could finally play outside the sandbox and build around a hero who can literally bridge worlds, within and outside DC. Massively underrated as a DC superhero, the Martian Manhunter's abilities such as shape-shifting, telepathy, and telekinesis, regeneration, supervision can place him as one of the strongest heroes DC has ever seen. His alien background warrants mature storytelling with a darkly humane twist, a skill that Zack Snyder possesses in abundance. Here are the top 10 movies fans are excited to see in theaters in 2025, and the number 1 spot isn't a superhero flick. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. After a few sluggish years, superhero movies finally have their mojo back, and fans might have Deadpool and Wolverine to thank for it. The hype is real, and theaters are filling up again, and fans are excited. It feels like the spark that was missing has finally been reignited. Now, the big question is, what's next? Marvel is gearing up with Thunderbolts Asterisk and the highly awaited Fantastic Four reboot, while James Gunn is laying the foundation for a brand new DC era. On paper, it all sounds epic. But despite all the buzz, these movies aren't exactly topping the charts when it comes to fan anticipation. According to a ranking compiled by Fandango, Jurassic World Rebirth is the film fans are most eager to see, beating out some major superhero flicks and other summer blockbusters. The list was part of a broader report on the state of moviegoing, released ahead of CinemaCon, the film industry's big annual trade event in Las Vegas. Fandango surveyed over 5,000 moviegoers who had purchased at least one ticket since January 2024 and also gathered insights into audience habits and expectations. And if this ranking is any indication, people are more than ready to step back into a world where dinosaurs rule the screen once again. Dinosaurs are back, and fans couldn't be more thrilled. Jurassic World Rebirth has officially roared its way to the top of moviegoers' most anticipated summer releases for 2025 via Box Office Pro. Set to hit theaters on July 2, 2025, this fresh take on the beloved saga is bringing in new faces, including Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and many more who are ready to dive headfirst into the chaos. This time, the Fantastic Four are heading to a retro-futuristic 1960s, where they'll face off against Galactus and Silver Surfer in a battle to save Earth. With Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman, Joseph Quinn as Human Torch, and Ebon Moss-Backrack as The Thing, it's a dream team that has Marvel fans losing their minds. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is set to hit theaters on July 25, 2025. Kevin Feige just scored a win over James Gunn, with the Fantastic Four grabbing the second spot on the most anticipated movies list. The moment Marvel dropped the film's cast, the internet exploded, and fans have been counting down the days ever since. And thanks to Deadpool and Wolverine shaking up the multiverse saga, excitement for Marvel's first family is at an all-time high. Set to hit theaters in May 2025, this installment carries extra weight because while it was once thought to be the grand finale, the future of the franchise, and Tom Cruise's role as Ethan Hunt, is now not clear. Will this be the last time we see Cruise pull off jaw-dropping stunts? That uncertainty is only making fans even more desperate to catch it on the big screen. Is it even possible for a Mission Impossible movie to drop and not dominate the hype charts? Absolutely not. And Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning is no exception. James Gunn's DCU is officially kicking off its journey with none other than Superman, and fans are here for it. The film's fourth position on the list proves only that. Since its debut in 1996, the Mission Impossible series has kept audiences on edge, dropping new chapters every few years. And after almost 3 decades of heart-pounding action, this one is shaping up to be a must-watch, just in case it really is the last mission. Leading the cast is David Corenswet as Superman and Clark Kent, joined by Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane and Nicholas Hoult stepping into the shoes of Lex Luthor. The movie is set to be released on July 11, 2025. The anticipation has made it clear that fans understand that this Superman reboot isn't just another DC movie, it's the dawn of a whole new era. And with Gunn at the helm, fans are expecting something truly super. After a few rocky years for DC, this fresh take on the Man of Steel is set to bring the heart, humor, and epic action Gunn is known for. He's reimagining the original superhero, steering it away from dark and gritty. Rounding out the top 5 is yet another MCU heavy hitter, Thunderbolt star. With Marvel keeping the plot tightly under wraps, the mystery is only adding to the